want to ask you some question. My topic is how to find balance in a digital world.
Walaikum assalam, Tayyab. That sounds like a really relevant and interesting topic. I'm happy to help with any questions you have.
Okay, my first question is how much time do I spend online each day and how does it affect my mood or productivity?
That's a great question. Being mindful of how much time we spend online can definitely help us find a better balance. If you're curious, you could track your screen time for a few days and see what patterns emerge. And then we can talk about ways to optimize it.
Okay, which digital activities energize me and which one drains me?
That's another great angle to consider. Generally, activities that align with your goals or interests tend to energize you, like learning something new, connecting with friends, or engaging in creative work. On the other hand, mindless scrolling or excessive consumption of social media can feel draining. It might be helpful to reflect on how you feel after different activities to figure out which ones energize you and which ones don't.
Okay, how often do I check my phone or social media without a specific purpose?
That's a really common habit these days. A good way to find out is to keep a little log or use an app that tracks your phone usage. After a few days, you'll probably notice patterns of when and why you pick up your phone. Then we can explore ways to make those checks more intentional.
Okay, do I feel more connected or more isolated because of my digital habits?
That's a really insightful question. Sometimes digital interactions can make us feel more connected, especially with people far away, but it can also lead to a sense of isolation if they replace face to face interactions. It might be helpful to reflect on how you feel after your digital interactions and see if there are ways to balance them out.
Okay, what boundaries can I set to reduce digital distractions?
Setting boundaries can make a big difference. You could try things like designated phone free times, maybe during meals or right before bed, or setting app limits to reduce mindless scrolling. Another great approach is to keep your phone out of sight on important tasks. Little changes like these can really help minimize distractions.
How can I create no screen zones or times in my daily routine?
Creating no screen zones or times can be really refreshing. You could designate certain areas in your home, like the dining table or your bedroom, as screen free zones. You can also set specific times, like the first hour after waking up or the last hour before bed, as screen free. It can also help to replace screen times with activities you enjoy, like reading or going for a walk.
Which notifications or apps could I turn off to regain focus?
A great place to start is to turn off notifications that are not essential, like social media apps, shopping apps, or any that don't directly contribute to your productivity. You can also silence non urgent emails or messaging apps, and maybe even set your phone to do not disturb during certain hours. Over time, you'll find which ones are the most helpful to keep off.
How often should I schedule digital detoxes and for how long?
Digital detoxes can be super beneficial. You can try scheduling them at least once a week, maybe for a few hours or even a full day, depending on what works for you. Some people also benefit from a longer detox, like a weekend or even a week every now and then. The key is consistency and making sure that those times are truly screen free so you can recharge.
How can I use technology to support my goals instead of hindering them?
That's a fantastic shift in perspective. You can use technology intentionally by leveraging apps that boost productivity, like task managers or calendar tools that help you stay organized. You can also follow educational content that aligns with your goals or join online communities that inspire you. And of course, using technology for mindfulness, like meditation apps, can also be really supportive.
Okay, which apps or platforms add real value to my life?
That can definitely vary from person to person, but some universally valuable ones include productivity tools like Notion or Todoist. which help you stay organized. Educational platforms like Coursera or Khan Academy can add a lot of value if you're learning new skills. And then there are wellness apps like Headspace or Calm that can help with mental health. It really depends on your personal goals and interests.
How can I avoid mindless scrolling or compulsive checking of devices?
One effective way is to keep your phone out of easy reach, so we're less likely to grab it on autopilot. Another trick is to set specific times for checking your phone, and outside of those times, keep it in another room if possible. You can also use apps that track your screen time and gently remind you when you've been on too long. And replacing that habit with something engaging like a quick walk or a stretch can help break the cycle.
What strategies help me stay present while using digital tools?
Staying present with digital tools is definitely possible. One strategy is to set clear intentions before you use an app so you know exactly what you're trying to accomplish. You can also use features like the do not disturb mode to minimize distractions. Another helpful tactic is to take regular breaks to just stretch and breathe, and even practice mindfulness techniques like deep breathing or quick meditation. It'll help you stay grounded.
How can I prioritize real life relationships over online interactions?
One great way is to schedule regular in person meetups or even video calls that are intentional and free of distractions. You can also set boundaries for online interactions, like limiting social media time, so you have more space for face to face connections. Another idea is to be fully present when you're with someone, putting your phone away and giving them your full attention. Little changes like these can really strengthen real life relationships.
Am I maintaining a healthy balance between digital and physical activities?
It's definitely something that can be a bit dynamic, and it's great that you're reflecting on it. One way to gauge is to notice how you feel after spending time online versus offline. If you feel energized and balanced, you're probably doing great. If you notice any signs of fatigue or isolation, it might be a signal to adjust a bit. And remember, it's all about small, consistent tweaks.
How does screen time affect my sleep, exercise, or mental health?
Screen time can have a pretty big impact on those areas. For example, the blue light from screens can interfere with your sleep, making it harder to all sleep or get quality rest. It can also sometimes take away from physical activity if we're glued to our devices instead of moving around. And mentally, too much screen time can lead to increased stress or anxiety, especially from social media. So, having some boundaries around screen time can really help keep those areas of your health in check.
What mindfulness practice can help me feel grounded in a digital world?
Mindfulness practices can be a great anchor. Something simple like mindful breathing, where you take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out, can help you stay present. You could also try a short body scan meditation, where you pay attention to different parts of your body and release tension. And even just practicing gratitude, taking a moment to appreciate something in the present, can really help you feel grounded and balanced.
What changes can I make this week to use digital tools more intentionally?
A great start would be to identify one or two specific goals for your digital use this week. For example, you could set aside certain times of the day to check your emails or social media and keep the rest of the time screen free. You can also try using an app that helps you track your screen time and set limits. Another small change could be to designate a no screen zone, like a particular corner of your home or a specific time in the evening. Just a few tweaks can make a big difference.
How will I measure if my digital balance is improving?
You can measure your progress in a few ways. One approach is to track your screen time and see if it's gradually decreasing in the areas you want to cut back on. You can also pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel more present and less stressed? Another good indicator is the quality of your sleep and your overall energy levels. And of course, reflecting on the strength and depth of your real life relationships can also be a great measure of improvement.
How can I teach or model healthy digital habits for others around me?
Leading by example is a fantastic way to teach healthy digital habits. You can also share your own experiences and the benefits you've noticed, like how certain boundaries have improved your sleep or your mood. You can also create a tech-free zone or time for group activities and invite others to join in. Encouraging open conversations about the benefits of digital balance can also help others feel more motivated to give it a try.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. If you ever have more